Hey everyone, today I'm going to cover the core components of voice over IP. Basically the three topics that you want to go out there and develop your solution around and ultimately sell from, okay? So the three areas I'm going to cover today on considerations for voice over IP are price, flexibility, and features. So let's talk about the price. When you're going out there trying to develop a voice over IP solution, price is always very sensitive with anyone out there today. It's a key factor in what we sell, obviously. The great thing about voice over IP is that it's a lot less than what you'd have to provide for normal, typical copper service. Why is that? Because with voice over IP, we're able to provide one single circuit for both voice and data delivery. So we have essentially one wire, one cable, if you will, that comes in that delivers both the internet and the voice. So we don't need to pay for two circuits anymore. So that's a huge savings for the customer and a great win. Then there's the flexibility part. We're able to scale up and scale down. We're also able to interconnect remote sites. I have a huge hosted VoIP deal going on right now that's about 450 seats in about 8 locations around the country, one of which is actually in the country, and then I think the 9th location is actually in India with 125 of those seats existing there. And all of those can be interconnected where they can essentially act as local phones among each other. In other words, they can dial internally and not pay any long distance cost. So there's a difference between dialing internally and externally. It's incredible, these savings you can also get from that technology, which is another reason why people that have several sites around the country are always going to voice over IP as opposed to a traditional copper-based phone system over a POTS line. And for those that don't know what POTS means, it means plain old telephone service. So that's the old telephone service, of which is actually beginning to just completely go away. And eventually it'll just be phased out soon. Well, not soon, but maybe, in the next decade, which for the phone industry is soon. But at any rate, the flexibility that we're able to scale up and scale down, we're able to interconnect all these different locations and have them dial internally over the internet as opposed to having to pay for long distance service, which no longer applies if they're calling amongst each other. The third thing, features. Voice over IP is packed with features. You have voicemail to email, you have parking a call, you have, let's see what else I put on here, three-way calling, dual ring, IVRs. So I mean, three-way calling, I use it all the time. Anytime I'm on a call, a sales call or an engineering call of any kind, and I need to get some sort of SME involved that is a subject matter expert in a certain area, I can immediately bring that person in without having to do very much, maybe just essentially a few button pushes, and I can bring that person into the call very easily. Dual ring, I can set the phone extension to dual ring my cell phone and my desk phone. Why is that, great? Well, I'm always out in the field. I'm not behind my desk very much, so when someone calls my desk phone, they might as well be calling my cell phone. But at the same time, I don't have to give my cell phone number for it to ring my cell phone. It's very useful, and I don't have to put on the call forward every single time I leave my desk to do that, which is something people would probably forget 50% of the time. And then of course there's IVRs, where we're able to essentially set up a virtual phone system where we're able to essentially perform call routing within a business itself, whether it's a menu of options, whether it's ringing all the extensions at the same time and having it go to voicemail, whether it's ringing the main business line, then ringing someone's cell phone after that. Whatever the case may be, it can all be designed custom for that customer at a very low or zero cost that you're delivering it to in the monthly recurring cost that you'd be ultimately charging them for. So Price, flexibility, and features are the three things you want to cover when you have that meeting with a client who's interested in a voice over IP solution. Those are the three things they're going to be interested in. Those are the three things that are going to sell the solution as you craft it for the customer. And always remember, it's the customer that is going to essentially deliver that. Now, I wouldn't say deliver that solution. It's going to be the customer that gives you the requirements that you can then deliver that solution around those three things, okay? So I hope that really helps. Remember, price, flexibility, and features, and you're going to have no problem selling voice over IP.